Yeah, got to see my kid.
Man. You fool.
And got to see my kids all smile, make it worth the miles. And got to see my kids all smile, make it worth the miles. I've been lonely on this long road, I ain't giving up now. Long live my brothers, every day you got a feeling now. I know it take pride, so what now?
Feeling was the vibe.
We here. Hey, 843. Let's go. Shut time. Where that at? Let's go to our fucking city. That's our city too. We got red that our fucking everywhere. No, we got that. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, we all one.
Hold on, it's the kid, yeah, I'm so gone. The Charleston feature killer in my city with a vest on. Hold on, couple years back I stated I'm home. Started up my hunger killing features and I'm still on.
Yo, it's your boy HezzyDaKidd, if I'm saying. Also known as the Chuck Town feature killer. Better known as it's the Kid B. You know, personally known as, you know, Sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Is, you know, those know me from school and all that, you know. Welcome, you know what I'm saying? To the whole experience, you know what I mean? I know it's easier said than done, but I just want to give you guys intro on myself. I feel like sometimes I don't take the time or the initiative to give y'all more me, you know what I mean? I'm one of them artists who feel like, you know, my creativity, I put that all into my art, which is the music, you know. So most times when you see me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, you know, TikTok, Thriller, whatever you see me on, I'm always straight to the business as far as, you know what I mean, like promoting my music and stuff like that. So you might see like one post talk about a single that just dropped, you know what I mean, and probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, you see a video, you feel what I'm saying, and you see another one, you feel what I'm saying. So straight to the business, and I just feel like this part right here is always a intricate part to us as musicians, as artists, songwriters, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So I just wanted to say, you know what I mean, this is my part to introduction to HezzyDaKidd for those who don't know me as an individual, a musician, you know what I mean, a songwriter, artist, whatever you want to call it, you know. So I always had a thing for documentaries, and for me that's how I got interested into the artists, you know what I mean, to see what they've been through, whether some of them you know, acting, faking the funk, you know, you can tell the difference, but for me that always meant something to me. So I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I'm from the gutter, you get what he's saying, the Gullah Geechee, you know what I mean, that's, you know, our culture, our slang. We be saying we down y'all, we from y'all, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, you feel me? Like, that's just nitty gritty, you feel me? I'm from the west side of town, you feel what I'm saying? My family actually from West Ashley, you know what I mean? But I grew up, raised downtown, west side, full shy all day, Kennedy Street is the street I grew up on, you know what I mean? Shout out to my siblings, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we really been through some struggle, you feel me? So, but yeah, just welcome, you feel what I'm saying? If you didn't, now you know. Just like I say, man, it is what it is. So yeah, man, so this segment I decided to take the time to get deep into my creations of the album. My albums, I take the time to put everything together. I take time to critique songs. I take time to go back and edit them, listen to them, to make sure that the vibe is right. You get what I'm saying? So like, even with like my God Talk album was like the first first solo album I dropped after, you know, the passing of my label mate Taylor Made. You know, I dropped that album. It took me 3 years to make that project, and finally released it. You know, I was satisfied with the results. You know what I'm saying? Because that was me on my own. You know, before it was always me and Taylor Made. You know what I mean? And I was always working behind, you know, other artists' projects. So you know what I mean, helping others out in the city. That's just always been me. You get what I'm saying? Each one teach one. So even from that, like, it just felt, you know, monumental to me to be like, dang, you know, once you finish a project, you like, bruh, all the money and I'm putting in the beats, the studio time, you know what I mean? Like, just making sure everything right, you know what I mean? The mastering, all that. So it's a process. So you feel fulfilled once you done did that, you know, basically on your own, because it's like, you know, well, a person like me, you don't wait for handouts. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? You what you got, yeah, and that's just basically it, you know. Also, you know, with this album, you know, the Sunshine, at first it was supposed to be called Faith, you know. I named it after my daughter. So that's the first song that's on it. That's the intro. That's called Faith, you know, because my daughter's name is African for faith, you feel what I'm saying? So, but I decided to switch it up because I was like, you know, I had the, you know, the cover ready and everything, but I was like, nah, I don't think I want to, you know, put my kid out there like that, you feel what I'm saying? So, took my time, you know, listened to the songs over and over, and I just like, man, like, just like I see when it comes out of my projects, man, I'm very passionate on it, because just like I say, it's my art, my creativity, things like that. So as time go on, you know, having these conversations, you know, with my mother, you know what I mean? Shout out to Mama Dukes, you feel what I'm saying? And that's my everything, that's my heart, you know. So at the time, picking her up, you know, dropping her off and stuff at that home and all that, we used to have conversations, you know, and she would always ask me certain things about, you know, my granny, or tell me, you know, my granny asked about me, you know, back then when she used to call me Sunshine and, you know, I was younger, she would always say I used to be jumping around and stuff. So from that, you get what I'm saying, she would ask her now to this day and age if I'm still jumping around, you know, like on stage and all that stuff, because, you know, she done see a few of my performances and stuff. So, you know, after that, I was like, you know, it started hitting me different. I'm like, you know, boom, you know, grandmothers, grandfathers are a very intricate part to a family, you know. They're like almost like the foundation. You know, when you go to granny house, you know, you can't sit on this or you can't do that, or granny don't respect that, you know what I'm saying? And most times you gotta go by those rules, you get what I'm saying, because they've been here, you know, for so long. They got the wisdom, they got all, you know what I mean, the knowledge and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, there might be some who out here who probably not all the way together, you know, but most of the time, yeah, you get what I'm saying, you got those grandparents who really the foundation of the family. So for me, I felt like that standard with me a lot more. So that's why I decided, you know, to go with the name Sunshine. And then, you know, the second part of the title was I'm Him, because in the city, you know what I mean, I do what I do, you feel what I'm saying? I'm one of those ones who, you know, help other artists in the city. I don't mind playing the back row. I don't gotta be sitting there putting up, you know, status to say, oh, I did this for that person, I did this, I did that. It ain't about that, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than me, you feel what I'm saying? It's about us overall as success. So, you know, back to that, I was like, boom, you know, that would be the title. And with me, if you didn't know, you know what I mean, this a little Easter egg, but if you didn't know, you know, when it comes down to HezzyDaKidd and music, all my releases, when it comes down to my, you know, songs, my singles, albums, music videos, when it comes down to those type of things for releases, all those dates are significant to a certain piece of my life, you feel what I'm saying? So if you go back and do your research, you get what I'm saying, and hey, you'll figure that out. So yeah, that's just how that came about, you know. I also got another song they call 843 Hunger. I feel like that song is just basically giving people who wasn't introduced to HezzyDaKidd something to say, hey, this is what it is, you know what I mean? Like, check time, this what I stand on, you get what I'm saying? This is what I'm about, this is what I believe in. I'm a god in my own right, you know, I respect others, you know what I mean? That's just basically that, you know what I mean? With the city life about basically coming at with the hunger. We very hungry, like every other city, every other state down flourish around us. So like, you know what I mean? And I feel like now we in the South now, like you don't have Florida, Atlanta, you get what I'm saying? You don't have even Texas, all these places from the South, you get what I'm saying? Like that blew up. And even though we got some people, you know, from the Carolinas, you know, shout out to them boy, you know, the babies, and you know what I mean? And you know, like Black Zach, them boy from Columbia, you know, Rennie Rucci, them, you know what I mean? Shout out to them too, you get what I'm saying? Which is the capital of South Carolina, you know what I mean? But you know, I'm from a small town, Charleston, South Carolina, that you don't get no geechier than us, right, child? You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't get no geechier than us. You feel me? That's that geechie gala, right, child? You come down, yeah, you get some of that good soul food, you know what I mean? You know, Marthalou's, Hannibal's, you get what I'm saying? Oh Lord, I'm forgetting some names. Right there on the hike. Dang, and I forget the name, but y'all do your research, man. The soul food is out, y'all. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what we bout. Every day, all day, you know, we not come from a struggle. We done been through a whole lot of stuff, you get what I'm saying? So, it's like now, trying to make it happen, put this on the map for the city, like, and I know with the industry, you got to do a whole lot of things as far as, like, you know, a lot of people like to fabricate things, and I don't like to dip and dab and how other people conduct their business, you know what I mean? But for me, I'm HezzyDaKidd, man. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm as real as it gets. I ain't with that extra stuff, you know. I don't really, you know, I don't condone, you know, foolery, no BS, you know what I mean? I ain't about to fake the funk for nobody. I ain't about to act like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I got this, I got that, bruh. It is what it is, you know. We hustling, we doing what we gotta do in the city, you feel what I'm saying? So, to see where the music scene at now, you know what I mean? Shout out to Megabox, because he was talking a little bit about this too, you know what I mean? He was doing his vlogs and stuff like that. So now, with us in the city doing our thing, so, you know, salute to him and, you know, a lot of other cats in the city too.